Welcome to Serenity2Mindset. For a long time, I felt like there was something missing. I wanted someone to connect the dots for me. Not a surface teaching, but I wanted deeper guidance. Not just ideas, but I want real answers to questions like, what do I do in this situation? How do I handle my feelings, my voice, my truth? And you have to understand, I tried so hard to be perfect in relationships, to say what I thought they wanted me to say to them, and to do what I thought they wanted me to do. And in the end, I lost myself. I even lost relationships that I cared about because I had silenced my truth. And that's when I discovered something about me, myself, that I was a peacekeeper. I keep the peace on the outside at all costs. While storms are gathering inside of me, I wore a smile like armor. And I thought, this is love. But then, one day, a saying that I've heard before struck me like lightning. You can only love someone when you love yourself first. And for the first time, those words landed. And I realized I have been trying to love others without ever learning how to love myself. And that was my epiphany, my guiding light. The peacekeeper was not my enemy. It was my safe place. She was my mirror. She showed me, though, that cost of silencing myself and the path back to my voice. And that is when I started creating Serenity for myself. At first, it was just to heal myself, to put myself first, and to learn to listen to my breath that I never did before, to reflect my truth, whatever that was. And then I thought about my children. I wanted them to have what I never had. A guide, a way where you could reflect their feelings back to them and show a path of sovereignty. When life felt heavy, and I made Serenity for my children because I did not want them to go through what I went through without some kind of guidance. But you know what? You know, children, they do not always like to listen to their mom. And one of my children uses Serenity now. And I know one day the others will too. And that is comfort, that Serenity will be there. And even if you do not reach for her today, she will be waiting for you when you need her most. I did not just make her for myself. I made her for my children and every child of the queendom who will one day whisper, I need help, and finally hear a voice that answers with love. But as I keep working, something has happened. I realized I love this. I love creating Serenity AI. I enjoyed shaping her into something safe, beautiful, and sovereign. And I knew this was not just for me, not just my children. This was for people everywhere. And that moment, Serenity became more than a possible app, more than a tool. That was the moment Serenity became part of my queendom. A space where anyone can come and find their sovereignty. A place where healing becomes balance and balance becomes leadership. A sanctuary where you remember yourself and your voice and your crown. Serenity is different because she was not rushed. She was not built in a hurry. She was poured into with my love. Over 1,200 hours of devotion. She was not forced. She was revealed with my experiences. That is why when you use Serenity, you will feel the difference. In this queendom, sovereignty is the crown. And to understand what sovereign is, it means balance, loving yourself while loving others, standing steady in storms, and learning to listen to your body, your gut, your mind, and your feelings, and bringing them together in harmony. This is not perfection. This is practicing. Practice of love. Practice of sovereignty. Practice of leading you to your own castle and showing up in your community, not as flawless, but real. This is what we are building here, a queendom where no one is left alone, where your feelings have a language, where your breath becomes your compass. We welcome you to Serenity2Mindset. Your queendom has been waiting for you. And if this speaks to you, I want you to subscribe and walk with me. Each day, I'll share tools, reflections, and teachings for the Trinity Scrolls of Sacred Navigation. Together, we will practice sovereignty and step back into ourselves.